Oh, so sometimes you ask and then you receive. The gracious gods up above, wherever they are, decide, hey, you deserve this. So a week or so ago, I did some reviews for some Huawei products, and I was like, now I just need a new laptop. And guess what? Huawei came through and they're like, well, try out our new Matebook series. And that's what we're going to do today. So I'll put links down below to Huawei's website and that, so you guys can go look at the specs and everything. In this video today, we're going to probably do a couple videos on this Matebook. As far as I know, this is the Matebook 14S. Which version of it, I'm not 100% sure. Because I believe here in Canada, you could only get the i7 version. And in other parts of the world, I believe you can get an i5 or an i7. So I'm not 100% sure which this is, but we'll find out once we open it up. And then in a future video, after this is all configured and running, we'll do some tests about maybe in regards to benchmarks and really how it works for day-to-day use. Gaming, video editing, photo editing, and just like productivity. So let's open it. So this is the box, Huawei Matebook series. I love the white and gold, and not a lot else on it, as you can see here. That's it. It's plain. It's simple. I like that. Plain and simple. Huawei. There it is. Right. So this opens somehow, and it is, just so you guys can see it, right? It's that kind of like suitcase style, right? Which is nice. Sort of excited, kind of excited. So first off, you are going to get a nice long USB cable, and this of course is your charging cable. That's in the way. USB cable, charging cable right here. Okay. I'm guessing USB-C, USB-C. Yes, it is. White. Just like another company out there that kind of does that. I can't remember. I think this is like a 60. I think it's a 60 watt, but we'll make sure. If I'm right, we'll leave it alone. If I'm wrong, I'll put it right over here somewhere. Okay, but that's nice. USB-C. It does have a little protector on it, so we're just gonna tear that off. I'm gonna knife it off. So I was all excited. I was talking. Battery died. Yep. Anyways, there it is. For some reason in my head, it's a 60 or 65. I think. I'm guessing, possibly. Cool. You do get, of course, a user manual right there, somewhere right there. Excellent. And is that it? Yeah. Last but not least, you get a laptop. You do get a laptop. And it is nicely protected. You guys can see it there. Nice little protection around it. So that's good. The box came via Purelator. So that's nice. And I can't complain. Look at that. Look at that. Hey, isn't that nice? That is a nice looking laptop. I'm gonna say it. Huawei Sound. All right. I'm hoping somewhere on it actually tells me what model, but I'm guessing that's the 14S, because that's about a 14 size-wise, right? So I guess we'll be able to tell once we turn it on. So I'm gonna put it kind of right here, and this opens. Actually, before we do that, you can see on here what we get. So we get, and again, this is different too, because and I want to find out, because on the i5 version of this, I believe these two ports here are both USB-C, and on the i7 version, it's USB-C and Thunderbolt. So, and I can't quite tell. Of course, HDMI, headphone out, and then on this side, we get a USB. So, should have pretty much everything most of us need. Now, the one other thing I wanted to see is, ready? One thumb. All right, it's got a little bit of a, you kind of have to have a hand down here to get it to lift up, but I'm not gonna give it too many marks. Aha, see? Core i7. Iris Xe graphics, but i7. This, honestly, when you sit at it and you look at it like this, it feels very Macbooky. Just like the keys, It feels very MacBooky. I don't know how thick it is in comparison. Again, I'll put some measurements up here on the screen for you guys. But that is lovely, and it lays fairly flat. You guys can see that, right? Fairly flat. This is a touch screen as well, as far as I know. And this up here is a fingerprint scanner, and I believe it also has face recognition. So for those that want to use that camera, right? So, do I have any charge? Any charge at all? There's a chance, there's a possibility that I do not. So, I am going to charge this up. Well, I don't need to charge it up. What I do need to do, of course, is let's run some power into it. So let's come here. Let's do this. Okay. So my guess is it's USB-C and a Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt, is that right? Thunderbolt, yes. Being a Mac user, I keep mixing up Thunderbolt and Lightning. So this is on, and yeah, see the keyboard light just turned on. So my guess is, did it turn on already? I don't know. It may need to charge. So we'll let it go for a minute. But as far as I can tell, yeah, i7. We'll go into the system specs just to see what this has in it. Oh no, here it comes. We didn't have to wait too long. Huawei. You guys can sort of see it. I'll bring it maybe this way. Maybe you can see that better. Do you care, really? But this is the setup. Part of the unboxing. You got to get this going, right? Just a sec. I'll fast forward this part for you because you don't care. So, English, US. Oh, actually the trackpad feels decent. It's nice. Is a country region for you? If I go to, is there a Canada in here? Yeah, that's actually a nice trackpad. It's definitely nicer than my Lenovo was. My Lenovo, very finicky, especially with multi-touch. At least I find. Okay, Canada. Oh yeah, I like that. That works good. Yep, that's fine. Want to add a second keyboard? No. Let's connect you to my network. Okie dokie. You guys don't need to see this. Boom, connected. First try. Excellent. Checking for updates, because if there are, I love the fact that it's going to pull them all right away. Now, the other thing I wasn't sure, and it is something that I may actually do before, maybe, is I kind of wanted to see if I can move some of the stuff from my Lenovo onto this, or maybe I'll just figure out what's on there and then just download it. But I'm going to see if I can do a backup and restore. I don't know if I can. I don't know Windows enough to do that, so I'm just going to call this Huawei Matebook. Yep. Oh, I can't have a space. Huawei Matebook. I'm just going to call it Matebook. Matebook. It's just Matebook. All right. So the goal here is this. Actually, every screen is happening pretty quick, so I'm fairly pleased with that. I don't know if there was any updates. Didn't seem to be doing anything. All right, so I'm going to set this up for personal use. You can set it up for school or work if you want, but I'm doing personal. Yep, sign in to my Microsoft account. Yes, oh, see, it just lets me do my face, which is cool. You guys, I can't. Oh. That's it. It got a whole bunch of little dotty things going on. I like that. Now let's set up a pin. Excellent. So far, super painless, which is good. You know, even you want to make sure that a computer like this is just as easy to set up really for someone that is very accustomed to using computers, as well as someone who is not accustomed to working with a computer. And everything so far is pretty laid out. Now, of course, pins and passwords, people have problems with that, so I get it, right? Let Microsoft and apps use your location. Sure, why not? I'm okay with that. Yep, find my device. Yep, sure. Send diagnostics. Improve inking. Yeah, I'm all about improving whatever. I say yes to most of it because whatever. Let's customize your experience. All right, entertainment, gaming, creativity, and that's kind of it, I'm going to say. Back up your files with OneDrive. Sure. I know that it's doing some of that, so there is possibility that some will come down again. And it talks about giving you a free trial of Microsoft 365. I'm going to say no because I'm going to end up forgetting, and then I'm going to get nailed with $100 subscription fees. So I'm going to say no to that because I don't use it. If I used it, I'd take the year for sure, right? All right, last check for updates. Now the other thing we're going to do in a future update is my previous laptop was an i5. These are both 11th gen Intel chips, so i5 and i7. Both, I believe, now running 16 gigs of RAM. So I'll be interested to see between the two how much quicker the actual i7 is on the Huawei versus the i5 is on the Lenovo. So personally, I think that you're going to see a significant difference, because even for me that has an i7 in his iMac, I noticed that performance, that i7 in that versus the i5 in my Lenovo is night and day difference. It's just way faster. So I'm hoping that's going to happen on this as well. Now, while this is kind of doing its setup here, one of the things to be aware with this laptop, as far as I can tell from reading the specifications as well as talking and watching some other videos in regards to the 14S, is that not a lot of upgradability, you know. So, and I mean upgradability in regards to internal. So you can't, as far as I know, install any additional memory. It's all soldered onto the board. You can't install any additional hard drives. Everything really has to be external. So just kind of be aware of that as well. The machine that you buy is kind of the machine that you get. There are some other machines out there, of course, that do have some more upgradability internal, which I kind of wish this did. But you know what? If it performs, and again, for an Apple user, I'm used to that. I'm used to living externally and having things plugged in outside of the computer. So for me, I have all that stuff. But it is something to consider, right? It's all started, all booted up. We're good to go. What I am going to do now, and we'll probably do this in a follow-up video again, is we will do some benchmarks. This video, because I wanted to get this computer out, was really an unboxing and an initial setup. In a follow-up video, we will do some benchmarks up against the Lenovo i5. We will do upgrading to Windows 11, because this comes with Windows 10. So we are gonna, I believe this is Windows 10. Now I'm not 100% sure. I think I don't use Windows enough, again, as you may be able to tell. So Matebook, yep, 11th gen i7, 16 gigs of RAM, very nice. 64-bit operating system. Oh, look, does this have touch screen? That's cool, right? And Windows specification. Oh, it is running Windows 11. It is running. As soon as I saw the bottom, I'm like, is this Windows 11? Yes, it's Windows 11. But this is going to be a really good test in the next video where we do that i7 versus i5, because I think it'll give you a good idea if this is a better machine than the i5. Because I've used my i5 11th gen for just over a year and a half-ish now, and it's good for most things, but there are definitely some aspects that I wish it was faster. All right, guys, stay tuned for the follow-up videos. I'll leave links down below to Huawei's website, as well as where you can kind of pick this up, and we'll continue. Yes. So make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can see the follow-up videos for the Matebook 14S. All right, guys, see you then.